Mr. President, unahin lang po namin kung ano yung statement niyo dun sa nangyaring dilubyo dun sa Pilipinas.
Yung kanina umaga, tumawag tayo kay Executive Secretary Ochoa, ka-text natin si Secretary Gasmin, at natawag ako rin si Secretary Mario Montejo. Kasi hiningi ko yung, pakita sa akin yung track nung typhoon, no? Tapos pinadala sa atin ito. Tapos binigay sa atin yung, di ba parang, paano ba describe it? Sumabit sa Cagayan. Ngayon, in-enhance nito yung ating monsoon rains. At itong binadala sa ating report. Ito 5 p.m. kanina sa Maynila. No? Okay. So, public storm signal number 2, Cagayan, Kalayaan, Babuyan, Group of Islands, Batanes, Apayao, Ilocos Norte. 1, Isabela, Kalinga, Mountain Province, Abra, Ilocos Sur. Affected population as of 5 p.m., 104,339 families in the following regions. 3, 4A, 4B, 7, and NCR. Ngayon, yung mga sa affected families, more or less 10,852 ang pumunta sa 63 evacuation centers at meron natalang 1,297 families naman ang nanatili sa kanilang mga lugar dahil hindi tumuloy sa ating evacuation centers. So far, may isang casualty na nireport noong 5 o'clock. May flooding in Metro Manila, regions 1, 3, 4A, and 5. May report ng landslide Antipolo City about 3 p.m. 19 September. Sitio, Maligaya, Barangay Bagong Nayon, Antipolo City. Nagkaroon ng cancellation ng flights, 78 flights diverted or cancelled, 8 international, 70 domestic. Okay. Yung dahil sa baha, sinuspindi ni Executive Secretary Ochoa, working government offices. Bali ito yung ating SOP, no? Yung at suspend work government offices except yung mga involved dito sa disaster risk reduction and management, no? Classes also all levels. Meron tayo 9 a.m. September 19, 2014, may na-strand na 347 passengers, 20 vessels, 50 rolling cargos reported stranded in Cebu, Albay, Sorsogon, and Catanduanes by the Coast Guard District, Central Visayas, and Bicol. Yung present, at 5 p.m., no, yung report AFP, PNP, BFP, PEC, the Coast Guard were conducting rescue operations in the NCR, Tarlac, Albay, and Catanduanes. Yung merong isang tulay, Bacud Bridge, Ilagan City, Isabela, temporarily closed since September 18, 2014 due to erosion. Barangay Guadalupe, Marangog Road and Sitio, huwag na yung Sitio, Barangay Guadalupe Road in Bugo City, Cebu, impassable to all types of vehicles due to rock debris and soil erosion, respectively. The DSWD field offices have standby funds amounting to 73.4 million pesos. They have actually prepared already 316,567 family food packs and a further 97.05 million and 95.24 million worth of food and non-food items respectively. Okay. Yung food packs, just from this tally, 100 plus thousand families affected, 104,339 families affected. Meron ng 316,567 food packs. Food pack is defined, di ba? Family of 5, good for 2 days. So mukhang naka-ready na lahat itong mga kakailanganin ng mga kababayan natin sa evacuation center. Tapos yung evacuation center, di ba? Hindi lahat tumungo sa evacuation center. So, instructions sa ating Executive Secretary Ochoa kanina, na siguraduhin, di ba, lahat ng mga may tungkulin na ginagawa ngayon ay nakapaganda. At sa ating report na natanggap mo, nakahanda sila. Kausapin natin para si Speaker kanina, may mga engagement siya tulad sa National Defense College of the Philippines Commencement Speaker siya. Nire-report niya sa atin, maulan at yung usual suspects, no? Araneta, baha. Pero otherwise, ulan lang talaga dinadala. Ang report sa akin, hindi masyadong pinsala doon sa dulot ng malakas na hangin. And this is also 5 p.m. So, gusto ko sana kumuha ng follow-up. Pinalala lang sa akin alas 3 na umaga ngayon sa Pilipinas. Kaya pagbibigyan ko muna yung mga napagod ng kanina. At siguro naman Bago tayo, 8 or 9 o'clock doon, ipapadala na tayo ng updates.
Doon po sa communication ninyo between Manila and France and dito, napag-usapan niyo po ba kung may possibility ba na, o na-open niyo po ba na kung kailangan kang pauwiin o anything?
Yung tinanong ko kay ES yun specifically, kung kailangan ba ako umuwi, sabi niya, kumikilos naman lahat. No? Mukhang walang dahilan para i-cancel yung biyahe ito. Actually, bago tayo umalis ng France, doon ko siya tinanong eh. At yung nga ini-report sa atin, medyo nakalimutan ko na anong oras tayo kanina patungo sa airport.
Malawak po pala, between Isabela and Cebu yung binabanggit ninyong lugar.
Yung ulan ng paulit-ulit sa lahat na nakapanayam natin ang sinasabi. No? Yung itong bagyo parang nag-enhance raw nung southwest monsoon, yun ang habagat. Habagat. In-enhance yung habagat, kaya malakas yung ulan. Siyempre nag-aalala tayo nung unang alert na sinabi sa atin, dahil nakita ko yung red na color coding natin sa rainfall. No? Yung red, pwede umabot ng 30 millimeters per hour yung ulan. So talaga inasahan ng malakas itong ulan na to. At sana hindi na madagdagan yung tala ng casualties.
Thank you po, Mr. President.
Right.
Sir, good evening.
Good evening.
Sir, paano niyo po isa-summarize yung kabuuan ng Europe trip niyo? Ano yung mga gains, ano yung mga na-achieve? Particularly dun sa mga common issues that you had intended to pursue at the start.
Okay. Sa totoo lang, natutokso kung bigyan kayo ng copy nitong summary of the European trip. Pero nakakaya naman sa inyo. Basahin lang natin. Okay. Marami tayong tinalakay dito. May usapang politika, may usapang pananatili ng mga trabaho ng ating mga kababayan. For instance, kinuha natin pagkakataon para magpasalamat. Siyempre, one, nagpasalamat tayo sa lahat itong heads of state, heads of government na nakausap natin. Dahil lahat sila tumulong sa atin sa hayan at mga ibang pagkakataon pa. No? Nagpasalamat rin tayo sa paglilift ng ban, European EU ban on our carriers. No? Pagkaintindi ko, alam naman natin, PAL bumalik na sa London, mukhang under negotiations ang, is it France? There's another European route, no? France, is it France? Yeah. Mukhang PAL ay nagne-negotiate rin ng France. So, pinalikan natin yung, we initialed the new air services agreement. Okay. May dalawang issue pang tinalakay natin. Meron yung isa doon sa ating mga seafarers, no? At ibinalita natin sa kanila yung ating mga ginawa, no, bilang sa gobyerno para maging tapat doon sa tinatawag na 1978 STCW, which is the Seafarers
Standards for Training,
sorry.
Certification, and Watchkeeping.
Nakuha niya. Okay. Now, meron yung about, was it 2 years ago when our attention was called to this? 3 years ago.
2006 parang regularly dated.
Okay. So, 2006 pa itong problemang to, hindi natutunan, ipinasa sa atin. Marami tayong kailangan gawin dito. For instance, may requirement na isa lang ang kausap, isa lang yung nagsicertify. So, itinalaga natin sa pamamagitan ng Republic Act, tinalaga ang Marina na yung ang single agency in charge of this. No? Tapos sinuri lahat ng mga ilang eskwelahan na dyan. Yung RA is 10635. No? Okay. Nag-authorize sa DBM rin ng New Maritime Education and Training Standards Supervisors. Trabaho nito, yung ipoprofessionalize natin itong standards and training and certification and watchkeeping monitoring system. Tapos, tinanggal rin natin yung conflict of interest. Para yung mga kasama sa industriya, sila rin nagsicertify na nami-meet yung standards. So, yung kapwa na ayaw na may potential na conflict of interest. Ngayon, hiwalay na, no? Wala sa industriya. pinipilit natin ma-professionalize itong committee to. Another issue has to deal with the illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing na mga binigyan tayo ng tinatawag na yellow card, may warning. So there was a 16-item checklist of things that we had to comply with. We reported to Secretary Alcala that of the 16, 14 of the 16 have already been met. Ang natitira are two things. One is the amendment to the Fisheries Code, and the other is yung manning of the new inspectors. So I think we managed to convey that we are striving really hard to comply with all of these requirements so that our fishing industry and the people benefiting from the fishing industry will not suffer a ban on exports from the Philippines to the EU. Okay. We got from, you will have to excuse my pronunciation. No? Okay. From France, we undertake a memorandum of understanding between the École Nationale de Administration. This is one of France's most prominent schools for public service. No? The MOU is between them and the DAP, or the Development Academy of the Philippines, and it opens up several areas for academic exchange and collaboration. And obviously, specifically for more expertise, efficiencies, and professionalism in our public service. Okay. We also had the agreement for the Philippines and between the Philippines and Germany for what we call the Social Security Agreement, which entitles Filipinos in Germany and their dependents to the social security benefits of German nationals, and vice versa, German nationals in the Philippines to be entitled to benefits. But we recognize each other's, we recognize and we synchronize each other's SSS coverage. It will contribute to equality of treatment and eliminate dual coverage, amongst others. Okay. Okay. We had a total so far of 19 companies that we talked to, and between the government side and the business entities, they all praise the economic performance of our country. From our engagements in Europe alone, we are expecting around $2.3 billion in investments in the sectors of manufacturing, energy, the IT, BPM sector, infrastructure, transport. Now, yung manufacturing, there's kung pwede yung ating paniniwala na wag mausog, meron kami tatrabaho yung bukas na talagang extra effort maglabi to set up manufacturing in the Philippines. Really major. And I think you know already. Testing. No, may action na itong... Greg, nandiyan ka ba? Ano yung action? Okay. Wait, Tomas, alak na tiras 2.38B total na investments. Of this, 0.908B, $908 billion have been committed. 1.47 billion are prospective. Between and amongst the 19 companies, we are hoping to generate, rounded off, but 55,500 jobs. 55,500. Correction or clarification. Of these jobs, hindi pa kasama ring infra. Okay. Ay, sorry. And the last, obviously. Ay. Okay. Tapos siyempre, piniliwanag rin natin yung posisyon natin tungkol sa usapin sa West Philippine Sea, South China Sea. No? At lahat, parang mas nadiin natin yung mapakita yung pananaw. Marami sa kanila nagsabing hindi masyadong nakikita yung pananaw ng Pilipinas. So yun ang dito mas naintindihan at mas palagi ko naman nakita yung makatwirang posisyon natin dito. Ngayon, yung paulit-ulit naman sinasabi na peaceful resolution of the disputes at yung settling all of these matters in accordance with international law.
So what about yung GSP?
Yung GSP Plus kasi kukunin ko na yung technical. Where is it nga? European, sir? GSP Plus?
Graduated system of preference.
Hindi. Nasa na tayo?
Pinasama po ng European Commission.
Headed to the European.
Council at saka sa Parliament.
Okay. Pero may ratification for each of the member states, di ba?
Hindi na ho. I-approve na lang sila kung wala ng ratification.
Sigurado ko ba doon?
Oo.
GSP Plus. Okay.
Yung ratification po is yung kwan lang yun, yung GSP Plus program itself. But yung approval ng individual countries po, hindi na kailangan ng ratification. Just the
Well,
approval.
Siguro, ibig sa nakikiusap nga tayong, di ba, lawakan pa yung benepisyo natin under the GSP Plus system. Yung, I must have heard it not just once or twice, no? Parang may recollection 3 times that we have been asked about free trade agreements. I think you were witness to one of them asking me earlier, no? So parang may push, no? For the Philippines to have a face, no? And really accelerate the free passage of the free trade agreements. And they were saying that others were ahead of us. Now I explained basically that perhaps that goes hand in hand. Nag-i-English na lahat, sorry. Dati walang may interest masyado sa atin, no? Now, nung pumasok tayo sa gobyerno, medyo tumaas yung interest. Nahirapan ang DTI doon sa kanilang panel of negotiators. Dahil kakaunti yun, no? Ilan man nung nag-umpisa, Greg?
Mga
Negotiators.
less than 20 ho yun. Negotiators natin.
And now,
Mga 30 na.
we're getting experts, no, that can really tackle the negotiations on a point-by-point basis. And the main reason that we hired more and we're hiring more is because there is a need to negotiate all of these FTAs preferably simultaneously instead of sequentially.
Sir, can I go back to Mario? Are there any further instructions? Question number 1.
Sorry. Sino si Mario? Sorry. Nahihilo na konti. Nung nauna kasi si Luis, umalis tayo.
Okay.
Mario nga pala. Yes.
Sir, are there any, number 1, further instructions? And number 2, in 2010, you canceled the Laguna project, the
Yes,
dredging
yes.
project, and you mentioned it in passing in your
Yes.
speech. You went to Brussels. Was there any talks to?
Nabanggit yun.
Can you
Tapos,
give us a background, please?
it was almost said in passing. So we said that this is under arbitration and we are bound by the results of the arbitration. But we explained to the Prime Minister the main contention. There is an 18.7 billion project and basically it will remove silt from one portion of the lake and move it to another portion of the lake. So if the objective is to increase the water holding capacity to the lake, matter occupying space will not, but the same matter occupying, in effect, the same space will not result. And to be honest, there was no accusatory tone, there was no belligerence. It was, again, almost said in passing. No? So I think they were able to say it, we were able to respond appropriately without causing any tension and conflict.
Sir, okay. In your analysis, in the government's analysis, ba't nangyayari yung konting ulan, ay hindi man konting ulan to, pero medyo mas nagiging frequent yung ganitong klaseng pagbaha? And if you think that that project will not solve the problem of flooding, what is the alternative?
There are very many interventions already that the DPWH is doing. No? Ngayon yung panahon naman ng tag-ulan natin talaga to. Yeah, tama. Ngayon yung issue nga natin global climate change medyo lumalala. At least medyo marami na sa mga nakausap natin ngayon ang nag-uusapan na doon sa mga ano ba ang pwedeng i-pledge, ano ba pwede i-commit. No? So, para yung mukha ng mga emerging countries, baka naman pwede yung mga developer talaga kayo na mauna na talaga magbawas ng kanyang carbon contributions. No? Sagot naman nila, wala problema magbabawas. Pero i-match naman ng iba pang medyo mas malaki kino-contribute ngayon. Kasi kung maibabawaan namin ng ganito, hindi naman binawasan yung isa, netro wala nangyari. So, ang point, parang nagkakadebatihan na doon sa detalye. As opposed to, kailangan ba tayong kumilos o hindi? So, malaki-laki bagay na yun. Okay. Now, yung, palagi ko naman kung balikan niyo yung mga dati yung video, binanggit ng Secretary Singson, sinabi ko rin, yung kunyari sa Luzon, kailangan natin magtayo, no, nung talagang magko-control nung yung daloy ng tubig. Hindi hinto Pero, sorry, tatanda lang. Parang kung tama ang tanda ko, baka may konti lang akong mali, if at all. Yung pag rumagsa yung tubig, may mga portions na sobrang kitid na times 3 nung holding capacity nung dadaluyan. At kailangan may puntahan yung tubig. So, parte nito, babagalan mo yung pagbaba. Yung pangalawa, doon sa makitid, paluluwagin mo. Yung pangatlo, kailangan sa National Capital Region, no? Meron na sila yung, di ba yung sa Blumentritt na interceptor. Okay? Yung interceptor, doon pupunta para pag may high tide, no? Hindi nasa karsada. Pero hindi pa tapos lahat yan. Ngayon, lalo na sa Maynila, huwag niyo sabihin naman na may sinasabihin ako sisi dito, yung itong trip na to pinaalala. Hindi kailangan mo ng dadaluyan. Baka nakalimutan natin na yung buong kamay nila, yung National Capital Region. Basically, ang ating water system dito sa sewage and septage, ang buo lang talaga Maynila, literal, at saka bahagi ng Makati. Lahat ng iba, ang traditional na ginagawa, kung ano ba pinakamalapit na daluyan ng tubig. Yung ibang daluyan ng tubig naman yun, kayo na rin ang testigo, tinayo ng factory, nagkaroon ng, yung sa Ortigas, ang tawag doon. Medyo lumawak. Lumawak yung, parang nag-encroach, I think is the word I'm searching for, no? At lahat nga yan, kailangan natin sabay-sabay talakayin. Pero, hindi namin sinabi na bukas makalawa, di ba? Tapos lahat to. Dahil kailangan pa ka i-determine yung exact spot dito sa taas na isang sanhi ng pagbaba sa Metro Manila. Kung saan ba ilalagay yung una mo ng, malamang may kokorek ako ni Secretary Singson, pero parang retarding dike yata ang tanda kong phrase. Okay. Ulit hindi yung pagbuhos niya, dire-diretso lang siya, merong maski pa paanong pag-regulate ng flow para kaalinsunod ng holding capacity ng lahat ng dinadaanan niya.
Sir, sara ko lang sa China po. Do you consider the trip sa Europe mission accomplished? Kasi you have your particular objectives. You wanted something from your European allies. Na-accomplish ba yun?
Yung in the yes, no, the short answer is yes. But in the ASEM summit in 2012 in Vientiane, Laos, when we stood our ground and mentioned our positions on this matter, it was the European Union, amongst others, that supported our line of settling the matters through peaceful means and in accordance with international law. And when others were either taking a stance opposite us, but there was one country in that particular meeting who said, "What threats to freedom of navigation has any ship been stopped?" We had that response from them. Now, in effect, I'd like to think, but of course I'd rather they say it, no? And they have said the same line already, but I think there's a deeper appreciation of exactly what the issue is and who are involved in this particular issue. Meaning it's not just us and our big brother to the west. It's not just them and Vietnam, but even countries outside the region.
But do you think, sir, this would be enough to at least convince China to take the route of arbitration, when in fact China already rejected that?
Yeah, China will decide based on its own lights, no? But we did hear from some of the leaders that I have talked to that in their interactions with the Chinese counterparts, they did ask about the 9 dash line. They did ask about adherence to UNCLOS. There seems to be a push, no. Let's get to a stage where we have reasonable and doable objectives.
Sir, lastly from my end, sir, you mentioned something that you mentioned that there was there was this international bank that suggested that the peso be internationalized. Can you give us more details? Is this HSBC?
Baka magka-reaction markets natin. Teka, ulit it is not our proposal. It is their proposal, and that proposal already generated parang automatic reactions in me. And one of them is basically to consult both the Secretary of Finance, the Director General, and at the end of the day, the Bangko Central Governor. Now, if I say anything more about it before talking, especially to the BSP Governor, in effect, that might be considered pushing that particular idea at this point in time, and it would be imprudent on my part to do so.
So, hindi mo na pwedeng sabihin if the government is at least seriously studying the matter.
I believe there will be others who will be making the same proposal. Perhaps not to me, but to our economic cluster and even the Bangko Central Governor.
Thank you, sir.
Sir,
Nandiyan ka pala.
Sir, susugan ko lang yung sa issue ng climate change. I understand this would be the topic na you will be raising doon sa New York sa Climate Change Summit. I understand bibitbitin niyo po yung commitment ng EU and even the European Commission, yung support nila to cut the carbon footprints by 2030 also.
Mahirap naman siguro bibit-bitin ko, pero para bang makikisabay ako sa bungkahin lang. For instance, France made it the point that there is a very, very important climate disruption summit next year in France. Okay? And parang we are being asked by other allies to also lend our voice to the urgency of tackling this particular matter. And that's the objective of going to the UN.
Do you think parang nakatulong itong support ng EU para medyo makonsensya yung US saka China na medyo naglalaro-laro pa dito sa commitment nito to cut by 40% come 2030?
May mga nagsasabi naman in fairness to China that they are actually embarking on efforts to cut down on their carbon emissions. America's, parang, for instance, the automotive industry in America is saying very difficult targets to meet in relatively short periods of time. Was it last year, the people were arguing, is climate change a reality or not?
Yes, sir.
To now, discussing details. At least we're starting to discuss, I will cut down by this. How much will you cut down? What are your commitments to it? So if we can keep on pushing that, then we really are doing something positive to address this issue. Rather than, di ba parang malaking step na may problema, wala. Ngayon, parang may aminan na may problema, at ano ba ang ambagan? O ano ba ang kanya-kanyang ambag para malutas ng problema to?
So last point, dahil narito pa tayo sa Germany, na-discuss na ba or madi-discuss yung issue ng Fraport yung sa terminal?
Nabanggit rin. At sinabi natin na meron tayong mga limitasyon. Dalawa, in particular, nasa korte na natin yan, nasa Korte Suprema pagkaintindi ko, yung tungkol doon sa award. No? Number two, nandun rin sa arbitration, nagkaroon ng pangalawang series ng procedures. At inulit ko, no? Kung ano sasabihin sa atin ng ating korte at kung ano rin nasasabihin ng arbitration, bound tayo sumunod doon.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
isa lang. Sige, huling-huli. Sir, siyempre nasa Europe ka and then you're going to the US and what's happening in the Philippines, no? Would you like to address the public, given the opportunity, and any further instructions to your secretary that are in the Philippines?
Well, hindi ko ba, yung tayo, wala pa rin umaabot sa akin na napapabayaan dito sa nangyaring sitwasyon na to. Tulad ng dati, di ba, at mas pihado na yung warning na pinaabot sa atin. Yung kanina, ang nire-report sa atin ay talaga namang yung lahat na may mga tungkulin mula sa NDRRMC, Office of Civil Defense, yung DSWD, DOST, lahat to ay ginagawa yung kanilang tungkulin. Yun po ang inireport sa atin, hindi lang ni Executive Secretary Ochoa, pero pati na rin ni Speaker. No? At may mga ibang katanungan pang sinagot na ating kalihim ng tanggulang pambansa. At sa totoo lang, palagi ko alam naman yun na kaysa nasa labas ako ng bansa o nasa bansa ako, gusto ko sana nandun ako. Okay. Meron na tayong mga commitments at iba pang kausap lalo na yung sa climate change at yung mga negosyante papasok sa atin. Ngayon, yung papasok sa atin, pag nakausap mo at tama yung pag-uusapan nyo, baka mapamadali yung kanilang pagtulong sa paglago ng ating ekonomiya at yung pagdagdag na oportunidad natin mga kababayan. Okay. Kung hindi, at sigurado naman ako may maghahanap ng itong particular na lugar na ito, nagkulang, at hindi na sasabihin lahat ng naasikaso. Pero ako yung naniniwala sa ating mga kasamahan sa buong gobyerno na kung dumating ang sitwasyon na kailangan nandun akong taga-kumpas, hindi na itatago sa akin at sasabihin sa akin kagad. At tayo magbabadali ng bumalik. No? Pero ulitin ko lang, kung doon makakatulong ba ako kung ginagawa na lahat ng dapat gawin, ano pa ba may ambag ko? Pag alis ko naman na hindi natin itutuparin yung mga pagpupulong na hiningi sa atin, yung pagdalo dito sa UN Climate Change Summit sa pangunguna ng Secretary General ng UN, na inudyok rin tayo na marami nating kaalyado na kailangan tayo raw na biktima ng Yolanda, kailangan talagang isa sa pinakamalakas na boses na magpipilit, no, na pag-aambag at pagtulong. So, di ba, mas kaya ng desisyon, may minus at may plus, at sa ngayon, sinasabi sa atin ng mga tagapagpayo natin formal, mas kailangan ituloy na natin itong ginagawa natin ngayon dahil inaasikaso na ang dapat na sisuhin sa ating pambansa. So, makipagtulungan lang po tayo sa ating mga kababayan, makipagtulungan ng ganap sa mga kinaukulan para naman po maibsan kung ano man ang pagdurusan dinanan dahil dito sa hagupit ni Mario.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Isang